Ah, man. Man, what can I say? Kenobi finally. Oh. Kenobi episode 5, bro. Oh, man. It was good. It was good. We're gonna go ahead and talk about spoilers. I mean, hey, if you haven't watched Kenobi episode 5 already, what are you doing? For one, what are you doing? And two, how to like, subscribe, and come back and let me know what you thought about it. That being said, hey man, enjoy the video. So for starters, man, I'm not gonna go into the breakdown and pick it apart every last scene, because hey man, Star Wars Theory will do it, and the dude is gonna do a way better breakdown than I am. And same thing with Josh over at the Nerd Vengers. Make sure you go check them out if you haven't already. You probably have. Man, with this being such a dope episode, I had to come on and talk about what the hell I liked about it, because there's a lot. And I'm not gonna front with you guys. I've been a little down on especially the last 2 episodes, with episode 3 being the ending, and then just the weirdness of episode 4. I don't really want to get into it, I'll be honest with you, because bro, that's the thing in the past. It don't matter. Let's first start off with the opening scene, guys. We've been wanting some Clone Wars flashbacks, but not only do we get that, bro, we get before the actual Clone Wars movie, episode 2, man. You obviously know this because Anakin 1 still has his original episode 2 lightsaber, and then he has both of his hands, so Dooku didn't cut it off yet. And I just gotta say it, just finally see Hayden. I mean, we see him as Vader, but we didn't get to see Hayden. You know what I'm saying? So to finally get to see Hayden, that was, I was happy already. Once I saw the Padawan break, and I was like, oh, they doing it. But for me personally, that was so cool to just start the episode. And I'm not gonna say they should have done the whole season like this, but it'd have been nice to get a little bit more before now. But hey, start off episode 5. Way to go, Disney. I'm glad we got it, Then the straight cut to Vader, which it's kind of crazy to me to see that Vader's the one thinking about that stuff. Well, at least it seems that way. And I get they also keep alternating perspectives on it, because it seems like as if they're both remembering the same moment in time. But it was really cool to see how they did it, and to show that little glimpse of Anakin giving red flags to Obi-Wan. You know what I'm saying? We all, especially with the Clone Wars TV series, cartoon, whatever, we get to see them. But it's cool to see now that Obi-Wan sees them as the red flags too. But then when we get Reva on the planet and down there trying to get through the door, and that moment to talk to Obi-Wan, that to me was that first time where I was like, they're doing Reva right. This is a good episode. This all around was a good episode, pretty much for every character. Reva got a lot of character development that I just love to see, man. Hey, we got to know what her motives were. It was cool. It was dope to get the flashback, even though they forgot my man Hayden's scar. Not that big of a deal. It ain't gonna keep me up at night. To see her perspective and to actually see Hayden or Anakin during Order 66, which is something I feel like as a fan base we've wanted for a while, just to kind of get a little more of a glimpse of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Was dope. It was cool to see it in Mando with Grogu, but you didn't get to see it. You didn't get to see Hayden in there. So that whole sequence between the talking, now let's not talk about, there's obviously some Force explanation you can have about how they're talking to the still door, but getting that information in that frame was dope. But then you see why she doesn't like Kenobi. Rightfully so. They were supposed to be the ones to protect them. And hey, Anakin was Obi-Wan's apprentice for, get that little snippet of information. I really liked how it was delivered. Now the siege afterwards, it was cool, but weird, because you saw where they were kind of changing things. Like you, at one moment, Reva would be in another spot of the siege, and then it was funny. And fast forward to when they finally get sealed in, and then Kenobi comes out. This was the other weird thing for me. They have him, and then they send him back. I mean, I guess this might have been part of the plan between Reva and Obi-Wan, but that was a head scratch, because it's like, well, what did you expect? Daddy Vader, this is my thing. I didn't understand a lot of moves with Vader that they made. Kind of made him seem like he tolerates this shit. Reva escaped with her life, or at least all her limbs, in episode 4 when she just says, oh, there was a tracker. It didn't matter after that, man. For me, it didn't matter after that. Vader was a G. First off, when he goes and catches the transport, well, stops the transport, bro, it was about damn time that we get to see some savageness from him. And we saw it, man. It was great. It was great. I loved it. I absolutely was like, that's Vader. That's Vader. He had that intimidation factor. And then for him to just rip the door. Now, the other one, maybe he could have caught it, maybe he couldn't have. I don't really care. It was still dope to see that part. Then for him to flash back again. And then let's real quick. We got some of the same choreography that we got in Revenge of the Sith from the epic duel they had. Hayden doing his behind the back signature move. Amazing. I had so much fun watching. I felt literally, I don't even know how old I was back in 2005. I could do the math later, but it felt like I was a kid back in the movie theater seeing that again. It was so awesome to see. And then Reva, you get to Reva. It's almost laughable that she thought she was gonna be able to just Vader. I think a lot of people forgot that Vader is that dude. Vader is that dude. And I think I want to say it was Josh over at the Den of Nerds. They kind of made it out to be, he said this, they kind of made it out to be that they really show you how powerful Reva is, which she's very powerful. She stood no chance against Vader, man. And my man showed zero respect. I loved it. He didn't even use his lightsaber. He said, hold my beer. Hold my beer. I ain't the one. And it was just a savage moment. Then for him to just stop her lightsaber while it's doing the little spinny helicopter thingy. And was like, this is too easy. Bank. Let's have a real Vader. Let's just say that Vader was about the action, that he chose violence. I mean, he always does. Poor Reva. Reva had no shot. She thought she did. She had no shot. So when he finally gets done and disarms her, I thought it was it. I thought she was gone. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Forgive me, but really hoping he was gonna do what he did to Count Dooku to her. And honestly, I really thought that's how it might go. But the stabbing, I was fine with that. And then to see, but what made me laugh was to see Mr. Egghead himself, the Grand Inquisitor, come out, and he kind of, in one side, he kind of just gave the key to survival for her. Which in anger is what fueled him to stay alive. I feel like that's gonna be the plot. I mean, this is one thing I do like about this episode's writing. There's a lot of funny spots too, but whatever. I don't care. I don't care. They at least kind of covered their basis already of her surviving, and I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. I don't care. Seeing the Grand Inquisitor kind of gloat over her body, like you really thought you fooled him. That's basically what he was here to say. You really thought you fooled him. And then for Vader also, I kind of just skipped over it, but Vader also, I mean, he knows. He knew who it was. She thought she was ahead of the game on every point. And it kind of just laid out for everybody that no, Vader was in control of the situation. He knew who she was. Literally, as he stabs her, says, "You thought I wouldn't know, youngling." It was great. And then to see Hayden do the blow as well, and then they kind of just, you know, cut to Vader doing it. I loved it, guys. I gotta say, I loved it. This episode, it has flaws, but when you do such a good banger of an episode like that with that much substance, and it still has a available, to me, it feels like it still flows well, even with the weird choppy stuff. I don't give a damn, man. I'll be honest. It was just fun. And I don't want to be the guy to say we needed the flashbacks, but damn it, we needed them. We needed them. That's all people are talking about on Twitter today. Well, by the time y'all see this video, it might be yesterday, but that's all people are talking about. What does that mean for episode 6, man? Well, we're obviously gonna have Vader versus Kenobi again. I mean, I feel like that has to happen, especially how A New Hope opens. Well, ends with them fighting. What goes on with Reva since she now knows about Luke? She's obviously gonna survive. I remember some of the plot was where she was gonna try to go back to Vader. She can't do that now. So I'm really scratching my head on what happens next, and it kind of, I'm very excited for episode 6. I cannot lie, guys. So we're in store for a big one. I hope y'all are just as excited as I am for it. I can't lie, guys. It was a little hard. I'm not gonna lie. I was having times where I was kind of over with it, man. But Hayden, Ewan McGregor, it's looking up. It's looking up. Now, guys, I know that I have missed a couple videos on some of the episodes, but hey, we're definitely gonna do one for episode 6. I hope y'all come through, show your boy some love, hit that subscribe button, follow, hit that subscribe button, all that YouTuber jargon. I gotta say, I appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all smile from cheek to cheek. Keep them thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Man, Star Wars, that was a good one. That was a good one. We have to bring it with episode 6 though. We gotta bring it with episode 6. Let me know in the comments what y'all thought. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Peace.